Long holiday weekend. They're on a tight deadline now to prevent a partial government shutdown. Doug Luzada reports the deadline to reach a consensus is less than 3 weeks away.
It's about the money and keeping the lights on here in D.C. at the end of the month, and the finger pointing has already started.
For the government to shut down because of right-wing Republican demands, that is the last thing our economy needs right now.
And some Republicans do want some concessions on everything from abortion coverage and border enforcement to making some headway against a ballooning federal deficit. But the White House is pressing for its own agenda, including billions for disaster relief and the war in Ukraine.
Right now, President Biden is asking more money for FEMA. But FEMA has spent, what, $230 million already to help illegal immigrants with housing, with health care, with food. And so Americans are starting to wonder what is going on.
And Democrats say this is also about Republican efforts to launch an impeachment inquiry against President Biden over his possible involvement in his son's foreign business deals.
They'll do whatever they can to initiate an impeachment of Joe Biden. And part of the motivation here is, of course, to distract from Donald Trump's multiple indictments.
But either way, even a typical stopgap measure seems like a tough sell at the moment.
A government shutdown is not good for anybody. We want to avoid that, and that means Republicans and Democrats are going to have to come together to get a consensus in divided government.
That was Doug Luzada reporting. Congress has until the end of the month to hammer all this out, but the House is only scheduled to meet for 11 of those days.
We know it's extremely hot today.